I don't know how I would have felt being an under 12 not starting just to give another girl a run or game time, but I suppose looking back now, it is probably more important to make sure we are doing that to keep the numbers up in ladies football.
Well everyone, it's great to be here in Dunamore-Ashbourne GAA Club today to talk about GAA, our experiences, and I suppose the pressing topic of how do we keep girls involved. Afric and Ruby, thanks for coming out. I suppose my first question to you is, what do you enjoy most about playing Gaelic football here at the club?
I love just the experiences, coming out with my friends, get the preparations before a match, and then obviously the feeling after if you win an important match.
So it's a great way to clear your head during the week and just meet new people and have loads of different friends from people you wouldn't usually see in schools and everything you can see during the week.
Going down to training is my social life, that's where I go down and that's where I meet my friends every week, so I think that's so important to have, growing up as a teenage girl, being able to go down and see your friends at the pitch 3 or 4 times a week, And what do you think has kept you involved? Obviously the main drop-off age for girls in ladies football or in sport is that kind of 13, 14 teenage years. What has kind of kept you wanting to play still?
I think my mum, my dad and my sister have had a big role in that, because my sister used to play and I think that's kind of kept me going, and just the people that I surrounded myself with, they're always just talking about it, or I feel like it's just something to talk about just because it's always a big topic, you know.
Yeah. You'd be used to talking about GAA at the table anyway, Emma, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Myself and Emma growing up, we had huge role models down in Cork ladies football and Cork Camogie. Every year there was a Cork team in an All-Ireland final and the expectation was to win, so that's what we wanted to do growing up, was to walk in their footsteps and play in Croke Park. Has the recent success of the Meath ladies senior team had an impact on you and your friends?
People wanting to follow in their footsteps, even in school football when some of the girls there have played for me, they're always there to encourage you, they always share their own experiences, and it's just kind of pushed you forward just to do better in yourself.
Their hard work really did pay off, and that if you do the same, keep on putting the work in and showing up, that you could be successful just like them as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing, I think the most important thing that the GAA and Gaelic football gives us is it's skills for life. That's something that I've learnt growing up, whatever I've learnt at your age, be it resilience, drive, how to work hard, has probably come from playing football, be it in work or anything else I do outside of sport. You know, it's very important that you just learn those skills, and it really does have a good impact on your life then down the line.
Why does girls drop out of sport? What's the reasons why they step away from a club?
I know in school a lot of girls stopped because they weren't getting enough game time, or they weren't getting started, or they just weren't on the panel at all for it, and they were just fed up with it. They've shown up to training and just weren't getting started, so they just ended it with football. I think equal game time is important, but I don't know, if you're in semi-final or something, I don't really know what I would do in that situation. Or
I even remember back playing in under 12 county finals and just thinking that they were the be all and end all, it was my All-Ireland final. There's girls there probably that didn't get a run all year and probably aren't playing anymore, and I think the GAA is coming away from that kind of old school thinking of winning and kind of moving towards, especially underage, more kind of inclusive games and kind of blitz type games. I think it has to be about, especially in ladies sport, keeping girls involved in sport. I think that has to be the most important thing. And then obviously when you get to your minor and your senior grades, hopefully then you will have the numbers to make a first team and a second team and a senior team and a junior team, because those girls have been encouraged to stay involved and have been getting game time. I don't know how I would have felt being an under 12 not starting just to give another girl a run or game time, but I suppose looking back now, it is probably more important to make sure we are doing that to keep the numbers up in ladies football.
And I guess, Chad, you've big numbers here, 2 under 17 teams, which is huge. How do you get the balance right between keeping the competitive girls achieving those high standards and making sure that the girls that are here for a more social aspect are getting that?
Making sure that they all feel like they're being treated fairly, put on a good enough session that they can all progress and try and match their competitive nature where it's there. try and match the I suppose the social side of it as well. Make sure it's safe and friendly, sort of area, a break away from what the normal day is. I think once they know if we get treated fairly, that they'll keep coming back. You know.
What would you girls consider to be being treated fairly?
Like to make sure you get what you want out of it. Like if you want to be more competitive and you want to walk towards, like, and if winning is super important to you, that you're able to do that. But if it's social and you're just looking for something else to be doing and to meet new people, that you can get that as well.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you look back, you know, you could have all the success in the world, and we've been fortunate, we've had some success down in Cork in football and camogie, but what I remember most is always the memories, my friends and the crack. The girls I met, the first time I made a Cork team was when I was, I think, 11 or 12. Met a couple of girls, and well, how old am I now? 26, they're still my best friends, you know. So for me, that's the most important thing about the GAA and the thing I'm most grateful for, you know.